the sweep of the Cardinals in St. Louis. And one of the things that has been missing in a lot of the Yankees games this year, the Yankees utilized to win, which is situational hitting, which is good. Really, really, really good to see. And hope that you all enjoyed that. They're off tomorrow, and then they got Tampa for 2 games in Steinbrenner Field, and Boston for 4 and back in the Bronx, and then they have the Nationals coming to town for 3, and then they go to Chicago for 4. So that's the next batch of games that the Yankees have ahead of them. Okay? But the Yankees got the sweep here of the Cardinals. Now, let's box score this. Will Warren didn't get enough to win. He got pulled in the 5th inning, but he went 4 2/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned run. Devin Williams came in and got that out to finish the inning. He pitches better when he's the first reliever out. Camilo Doval got hit a little bit. An inning in the 3rd, 1 hit, he gave up a home run. And the pitcher just hung. Tim Hill came in with a clean inning, and Luke Weaver came in with an inning and 2/3. Clean baseball. And they did not have to use David Bednar. And now they have a day off tomorrow, so they get to rest a lot of their bullpen arms. Offensively, Trent Grisham 0 for 4 with a run scored. Ben Rice 0 for 2. Giancarlo Stanton, who is a pinch hitter, he walked. Anthony Volpe was a pinch runner, and he scored a run. And Aaron Judge was 1 for 3 with an intentional walk and 2 walks. Cody Bellinger 0 for 4, but he had 2 ribbies. Actually, not 2. He's 1 for 4, excuse me, with 2 ribbies. The game deciding there, he put them up, giving those extra runs. Jazz Chisholm was 0 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a ribby. Paul Goldschmidt 3 for 5. He really brought it today in this game back. I know they wanted to get him into a game. What a tribute right here, man. What a way to pay homage to St. Louis. Been such great to him. So great when goes so great to him. 3 for 5 with a double and an RBI. Jason Dominguez was 2 for 5. Ryan McMahon was 1 for 4, and Jose Caballero was 1 for 4 with an RBI and stole some bases too. Every time Caballero's in there, he's scoring. He's wrecking havoc on the bases. So, yeah. Who got tossed to save Boone? What do you mean with that? The win was definitely Boone's fault. Yeah. The win was definitely Boone's fault. No. Yeah. Yeah, drive back safely, Ken. What do you know? But Yankees won 8-4. Situational hitting took the win today. Got the sweep against the Cardinals. They needed that. They really, really, really needed that. So, what else we got here? Dev, Anthony, what's going on, everybody? Jonathan. Yankees did win. Yeah, they did. It looks like they're building a little bit of momentum. And they need to keep building this momentum. We got Rodon and Schlittler, I think, pitching the next 2 games against Tampa in Steinbrenner Fields. Hopefully they can get those wins too, which will make it 5 in a row. Get as much momentum heading into playing Boston as you possibly can. So, but they've gained a little bit of ground. Toronto lost today, so the Yankees picked up a game, which is good. But yeah, the brooms are out. The brooms sweat, baby. Jazz is fine, Tiffany. Jazz is fine. As far as we know. Around the horn, the Diamondbacks and the Rockies are up 5-4 in the Diamondbacks right now in the 8th. The Angels are up 5-3 on the Athletics in the 5th. Giants are up 4-0 on the Rays in the 7th. The Dodgers are up 4-2 on the Padres in the 5th. The Mets and Mariners they don't start until 7:10. Cubs 4-3 over the Pirates. Royals 6-2 over the White Sox. Twins 8-1 over the Tigers. The Orioles 12-0 over the Astros. Braves 5-4 over the Guardians. Reds beat the Brewers today 3-2. They stopped the Brewers' 14-game winning streak. The Rangers 10-4 over the Blue Jays. Marlins 5-3 over the Red Sox. So the Yankees gained a game on the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. That's what the Yankees need to do if they want to gain more ground in the division, right? We need the Red Sox and the Blue Jays to lose on days that the Yankees are winning. That's the way they're going to pick up ground. Phillies 11-9 over the Nationals. So that's around the horn right there. Warren did not go long enough into the game, actually. He didn't finish 5 innings. He pitched into the fifth, but it's not showing here on the stats just yet that he got the win. Maybe it's not official yet or updated yet. But Luke Weaver got the win because they were tied when he came in. Luke Weaver got the win. He's 3-3. Yeah. Marcelo Meyer. Yeah, Red Sox. Man, that's a tough blow. That's a tough break for the Red Sox. Just like Zach Wheeler going on the IL yesterday, 15-day IL with blood clot in his pitching shoulder. That's a big blow for the Phillies too. Big blow. Yeah, Weaver got the win. It's not exactly, Brandon. It's still, still baseball left to play. Still baseball left to play. So we'll see what happens. And again, do we need a couple breaks to fall their way? Yes. Is it possible? Yes. They're playing better baseball. They're playing cleaner baseball. And we get more situational hitting like that, then Yankees will be better off. We need to get more consistent length from the starter so that we're not having to use 5 relievers in the game. So Judge start playing back in right field, and Caballero kind of work around. He's the utility guy right now. But I agree, Silver. Every time you get him in a lineup, he runs. He's on base. He's wrecking havoc on the bases. You got to keep him. You got to get him in there. You got to figure it out. Figure a way to get him in there. Sit Jazz for a game on occasion. Sit Volpe for a game on occasion. Look what happens, right? So I would keep him in here. I would definitely keep him in the lineup. Cagliari. Yeah, Weaver got the win. Yes, he did. But this is good. It's a good day for the Yankees. Good day for the Yankees. Duvall's he's still got to work on. He needs to work on release points. So my guess they'll work on him this offseason, and he'll be better next year. I'm not really too worried about Duvall right now because the Yankees have reinforcements coming back, Cruz coming back, Yarbrough coming back, so they'll have time to kind of work things out with Duvall because he's got a big arm. They just need to work on better release points that he's not leaving balls hanging over the plate, not walking dudes because he strikes out guys, but then he walks guys and he serves up home runs. So he's got to work on some mechanical stuff. If you do that, then I think it'll serve him well. It'll serve him well. But yeah, Caballero he played good. Yeah, exactly, Manuel. I mean, he runs. He's fast, man. He's constantly running the base paths, and that's what he makes infielders make mistakes, makes him get nervous. It reminds me of Pete Rose, except he doesn't collide with players like Pete Rose used to do. But Pete Rose used to make infielders uncomfortable all the time, catchers uncomfortable all the time because he hustled so much. They were scared out of their minds, out of their wits from Pete Rose. I think Blake will help him. Yeah, he needs more time to work on him. He's only been here for 2 weeks. Jake Bird's still working on some stuff at AAA Silver. He's working on, and again, he's got to, one of the problems that the Rockies has, they overused him before he got here. So, the Yankees got to give him a little bit of time to recover. Same thing happened with Mark Leiter. I mentioned this. He was overused by the Cubs, then came here. He had a rough month or so, and they rested him a bit, and they kind of let him kind of work his way back, and he was much better. He was money in the postseason last year. No. I expect something similar with Jake Bird. He's got a big arm. Yep. Yeah, Rays are up next. 2 games against Tampa. 2 games. Yeah. Ketel, I'm going to pass on Ketel Marte, too. We don't need Ketel Marte from the Diamondbacks. We don't need him. And if you move Dominguez, yes, that's the other problem with starting pitching is you have Cole coming back next year. You got Schlittler. Adding a starting pitcher, I'm not sure is going to be. I'm not sure. What would they get if they moved Dominguez? What would they move him for? Another reliever with controllable years, maybe? A big arm? I don't know. But I'm going to pass on Ketel Marte. I know all the people think I'm crazy, but yeah. There's no way I'm trading George Lombard for Ketel Marte. No way. But that's Bob Nightingale reporting too. The Diamondbacks are listening on Ketel Marte. But most likely it's not going to happen until the offseason anyway. Because you can't trade for a guy now at the trade deadline. Yep. Do I see the Twins trading Joe? Possibly, yeah. I didn't have the Bruins out, Stephen B, but I got a nearby. Yeah. NFE, my man from the strike zone, my man. Coming off a sweep, coming off of Hamzat winning the title last night. It's a good day, man. It's a good day. Yeah. My man. What's going on, bro? Back to your question. I could see the Twins moving Joe Ryan this offseason if they get the right package for him. If Jones gets called up, it won't be until September 1st. It might be him and Jake Bird. Maybe. We'll see. Would I suggest the Yankees re-sign Weaver? Yeah, I think they would be a good idea to try to re-sign him. He's a valuable piece to the bullpen. I'm not sure they're going to look for a starting pitcher. We'll see. Cole will be back in May. And he's already started throwing, which is good. I can see the Twins trading Joe Ryan. Yeah. Not really, Kelson. Not really, Nelson. Yankees need to play better against the Red Sox. I think they will in Yankee Stadium. Coming off some momentum. The Red Sox have lost a couple players due to injury, so it's a good time to try to capitalize on this momentum. CeeLo, my man. What's going on, brother? Yeah. It's good to see. It was good to see. And I'm glad they didn't use Bednar again for a third day in a row. He used Weaver. He got it done. Devin Williams came in, got that guy out. So Tim Hill, clean also too. Yeah. Weaver's got, Weaver, I mean, he doesn't have the track record of some of these other guys, but what do you call it? But I think he'll probably get upwards of maybe 8 to 10 million a year. He's actually managed now represented by the Ballinger group, so he's no longer Boris. So that could be an advantage for Luke Weaver for the Yankees. The Ballinger group. That's his representation. Now, he's also 31 years old, so I don't think he's going to get like a big deal. But he'll get a decent deal. And if I'm the Yankees, I would be definitely working to do that. And I think they will. I think they'll let Devin walk. I think they're going to keep him in these low leverage situations. And I think they'll let him walk. We'll see if he gets a QO. I think Williams goes somewhere else, Tiffany. I think he goes elsewhere. Luke Weaver's 31, CeeLo. Weaver. Exactly, NFA. Preaching, but you're preaching it, man. He has us on a us versus them agenda. No good. My fear with Williams is he might accept the qualifying offer because it'll be $20 million. And do the Yankees really want to do it? I'm not sure. They're wrong. We'll see it. He does like 15. Yeah, but he's 31. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Cody Bellinger is represented by Scott Boras. Yes. Welcome back, Duran. Glad you're back safe. George H. What's good? Yeah, I'm right now. I'm leaning towards they don't give Williams a QO because I have a feeling he would accept it. But I guess it depends on how he pitches the rest of the year. If he keeps continuing doing what he's doing and getting guys out and having clean innings, maybe he can secure a deal because he'll sign a deal somewhere for maybe 3 years as a closer, which would probably be worth more than qualifying offer. So if they want to try to get a a draft pick for him. They could do that, but I think it's a riskier proposition than Weaver. I think the likeliness of Weaver coming back is higher than Williams coming back, unless there's a QO involved. But we'll see. They can't QO Bellinger because he's already got one. Yeah, 21 million. Yeah, that's a pretty meaty qualifying offer, man. Yeah, Dodgers probably. Yeah, they probably will. And the the Padres have Mason Miller now too. So, but the Dodgers, I could see. He's a West Coast boy too, so I could see that. They might give a QO to Trent Grisham. That I can see because he's played himself into a nice contract. Yeah, yeah. Well, I could see. I mean, I could see Grisham getting a 5-year deal for a good amount, 70, 80 million bucks, which I think he would turn down a QO. So I think he'll definitely sign a contract for more than that. That makes sense to to offer him a QO. Yeah, my guess they'll be aggressive with Weaver. No, Bregman hard pass. Oh no, hell no. Where are you going to play Bregman? We have Ryan McMahon. Bregman wouldn't have a fit here. My broom is upstairs, Buckeye. It's upstairs. Alonzo, I'm not sure they're going to do that either because they have Ben Rice here. Bregman's not a fit here. Not for $40 million a year. Hell no. He's not worth Judge money. They might. I mean, they might, Deron. They could trade Dominguez and try to get peace for him. And I think Grisham will depend on what happens with Bellinger. If Bellinger somehow goes somewhere else, they'll definitely bring back Grisham. I think Boris is going to look for a 7, 8 year deal for Bellinger. He'll wind up settling for 6. Yep. That's what I think is going to happen. But we'll see. Goldie, yeah, that opposite field double. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Ben Rice, was he 24? He's young. He's got a good bat, and he's a good fit here. He's happy here. So I don't know if Billy's going to get 200. I think he might. They're going to go for 200. I think Boris is going to go for either 8 years, 240, or 7 years, 210. He's going to wind up with probably 160, 170. I think. Bellinger. If things go right for the Yankees and things go wrong for the Blue Jays, they can catch him. But I just want them to get into the playoffs. And I want them to get there healthy. I want Stanton healthy. I want all these guys healthy. Yeah, Bellinger's definitely he works. He fits nicely here, and he's happy here. Yeah, this thing they don't need Alonzo. They have Ben Rice here, so. Hmm. Yeah, Marvin, got that right. That's my guess. If I had to guess, Theron, it'd probably be 160, 175. That's better than 450 or 500 for Kyle Tucker. I'll take that any day of the week. They can get him and Grisham for probably half the price of Tucker by himself. Do I think he'll be in this team next year? Celia, I do. I do. Yeah, Ben Rice, man. He's a good fit here. And yeah, he is a Boris client, Pete Alonso. Yes, he is. Yeah, man. Stanton hits the ball way too hard, man. It's like a lightning, man. Lightning ball. You can't even see it, man. The most runs out. Yes, that's a good point too. A lot of situational hitting today for the Yankees, which is something that's been plaguing the Yankees all year, right? You know, No, at that point, if Grisham walks and Dominguez, no, and Belly walks, then they're probably gonna bring in an outfielder not named Kyle Tucker. So because Kyle Tucker's the same age as Bellinger, going through his 30 season. I'm not bringing somebody that expensive to block Spencer Jones. I'm not doing it. What do you mean? How are they messing with Dominguez? Fastest runner team, probably Jazz and Caballero. Cease, I'm not sure. I'm not sure they're going to sign an expensive starting pitcher this offseason. I'd be surprised. Yeah, and I don't think Tucker's worth $500 million. Yeah, Michael King's unfortunate right now is on IL. Yeah, I mean, Jones seems to be taking the next step in his development as an evolution as a player, so that's good. Why does he need to lead off and play 9 innings? And who are you going to sit for Dominguez? Jason is much higher ceiling. Well, you know who has a higher ceiling than Dominguez? Jones. Much higher ceiling than Jason Dominguez. So we got to factor that in too. But who are you sitting to play Jason Dominguez that much? Is the question, Duran. You're not going to sit Grisham because he's a mile ahead of Dominguez with performance. And that's not a knock on Dominguez. That's just a fact that Grisham is way the hell ahead. But who would you sit for him? You're not going to sit Bellinger. You're not going to sit Judge. So right now they have to give these guys both reps to make it work. Team playing us versus them, exactly. I agree. I think Grisham is gone this offseason. But right now, you're not sitting Grisham for Dominguez. And so, yeah, Jones is a monster. So, well, Grisham was the complementary piece to the Soto trade last year. So, I mean, they took him to get Soto. And that was unexpected. But Jason, I mean, he's also had injuries issues, but he has more at bats than Grisham does. And look at Grisham's stats versus Dominguez's stats. So it's not really, they're not messing with him right now. He hasn't earned more playing time. He hasn't earned the right for them to sit these other guys. And you got to earn that. Right? Let Tucker stay with the Cubs. Yeah. Let him. Yeah. Judge, no. Oh, me too, Val. Love sweeping the competition, baby. I honestly, Graham, I think Lombard will be here in 2027. Or he might be a September call up next year. But we'll see. Is Volpe earning the credit he's getting? Well, what credit is he getting, Ron? The fact that he's been playing better since the All-Star break? He has been. I mean, has he made errors? Not really. So he is playing better. Well, what's wrong with giving him credit for that? I think it's too early, David A. Oh, Padres released sweep. Okay. But I do think they're in a good spot to make the playoffs. I'd love to get past the Boston Red Sox first, and then have a better idea of where they can catch the Blue Jays. Let's get past Boston first. 5-year, 135. I mean, it could be. Could be. 5-year, 135. That's 27 a year. That's a pretty good deal. You can get it. Yeah. I don't know what Toronto's schedule is for the rest of the year. I don't know what Boston's schedule is for the rest of the year either. And they got Boston now. They have Houston again too. So the Yankees do have some tough games, but they can play better against Houston and Boston as well. So, probably 5%. I'm guessing CL. So that's $700 million. That's 765 deal with Soto. He probably got 30 million on that, or the Boris Corporation. That's pretty serious cheddar right there. Yeah. And Nelson, have a great day. I'll wrap this up in a minute. So I got to go upstairs and start prepping dinner. My kids are running around like mad girls upstairs. So, but no, it's not. Yeah, that's big money. And he represents a lot of players. He probably brings in, I'd say, anywhere between 60 to 80 million dollars a year to the corporation. Yeah. Judge, Stanton, Rice. Yeah, I mean, could you imagine that, Silver? Generally, agents will get 5%, 3 to 5%. Boris, I'm guessing 5 because he's the number one agent in the game. He's the one that players want to be represented by. He's one that owners hate and GMs don't really like dealing with. So, but the players love him. The players' union loves him. So yeah, they did, Buckeye. And they lost. Their 14-game winning streak has been snapped by the Reds. I think they're only like, I don't know, 8 games in the 9 games in the division. So I think they'll be all right. Yes, the Yankees did spend money. Look at these clutch guys. I mean, Bellinger, like Goldschmidt. Do we need better from Fried? Yes, we need better from Fried. We need it to be better. There's no denying that. The Dodgers are leading 4-3. Okay. Monty, yeah, and Monty I think he's with the Brewers now, Montgomery, if I'm not mistaken. I think he got traded to the Brewers at the deadline. Quietly. So they might be just storing him for later. They had Tommy John too, which sucks for Montgomery. Yep. The Brewers, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll see what the Brewers do. We'll see what the Phillies do. We'll see what some of these other teams do. No. Until mid-next season. Yeah, that's with the Brewers, yeah. That's what I thought. So maybe this gives the Brewers a chance to re-sign him like they did with Brandon Woodruff. Came off surgery, signed him on a cheap next year, and then you give him a big contract for the following year. So they'll probably sign him on a 2-year deal. Let's say $20 million league minimum this year, $20 million next year, something like that. I could see them doing something like that. Jordan Montgomery had Tommy John last year. Yeah. Yes, he did, so yeah. Yep. Cole had his first Tommy John. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he could be a de facto coach at some point too, Garrett Cole. He's kind of like that already when the guys are here. So the Astros, yeah, I mean, Hader's on the IL. So that's, creates a problem for the Astros. So if the Mariners want a chance to win the division, now's the time to capitalize on this. Now they have to be all over this. Yeah, and Jordan Alvarez is on his way back too. So they lose Hader, but they're getting Alvarez back. That's not a bad trade-off. Berrios. Yeah, now's the time, man. Hopefully the Blue Jays lose some games. I would like the Blue Jays to go let's just say 2-4 in the next 6 games, and the Yankees to go 4-2 next 6 games. Pick up some games there, right? Just little by little. Yeah, this Montgomery second, Tommy John. Yeah, I mean he's going to need a ramp up period too, Anthony. So we'll see him. We'll see about Josh Hader. I don't know. My guess they're going to try to have him back for the postseason, but we'll see. We'll see. But I'm just happy now. And smack the like on everybody. Just be happy that the Yankees got the sweep against the Cardinals. Hit that thumbs up. No, they played Tampa, Benji. I love Caballero too, man. He's always wrecking havoc on the bases when he's in there. He's always on base. So, but they got Tampa now. They're off tomorrow. And then they play Tampa for 2 games at Steinbrenner Field. Then they come back home, Boston for 4, Washington Nationals for 3, and then they go to Chicago to face the White Sox. Yeah, we picked up a game on Boston and the Jays today, so I'll take that. Yep. Yeah, we'll see what happens in Montgomery. I guess he'll get I think the Brewers will kind of do something like they did with Brandon Woodruff. Small salary while he's rehabbing, and then a big salary next year or something like that. So that'd be my guess. Yeah. Euro Yank is in the building. What's up, Euro? Rosario is when I think he's gonna be back when they go to the Bronx, if I'm not mistaken. So like 3 more days. Hmm. Exactly, Boris. Right? And Boris will do what Bellinger wants. Um, Boris will. If that's his job, or he gets fired. Just like Montgomery fired Boris. You know? Yeah, man. Austin Slater's still a couple weeks out. They said 4 to 6 weeks with him because he strained his hammy. Someone told you? Who's someone, Benji? That's the chatter that's been talked about yesterday. That's socializing on talking points all over the place. You know, where'd your coworker find that from social media? Probably on the radio. Probably WFAN because they're a pro Mets network. So Palace, yeah, man. It is kind of home game. They're at Steinbrenner. Yeah, they're at Steinbrenner Field. They're off tomorrow, but I'm sure there'll be some kind of news. So I'll keep you updated no matter what. Loizaga and Fernando Cruz and Ryan Yarbrough. We got 3 arms coming back. 3 arms coming back. So the bullpen will get some more reinforcements in the very near future. And Ryan Yarbrough will come in handy because it'll be long relief. We need a guy like that. That way, in a game like this, when Warren can't get through the 5th, Yarbrough can come in and give him 3 or 4 innings, and that way then they're in the 8th inning now, and they can start using their bullpen and not have to go to Devin Williams in the 5th inning. You know? Oh, I don't know if they would bring up Jones and sign Tucker. I'm not sure they would do both. So many jokes. I'm not sure about Tucker. It's gonna be too expensive, Tucker. I don't see the point. I don't see the point. Yeah, the Rockies. Yeah, the Rockies won a couple games. Good for them. The Mets, Salt Lake City Mets, the Provo Mets. Yeah, I heard the same thing. They called me, Ken. Somebody from the front office called me and told me that they want some Fairweather fan merch. Yeah, I mean, the Soto's precluding Cohen from making other big expenditures. I'm not sure Alonso's going to come back next year. Well, I would watch out for the Padres or something like that for Alonso. Sorry, the Latter Day Saints Mets. Dang. We got sources. Can't say now. Ken got sources. Got sources, man. Sources. But no, I would not sign Alonso because we have Ben Rice. You can see the Mariners too. That's another because I don't think they're going to bring back Josh Naylor. He's going to be a free agent, so I could see them signing Pete Alonso and probably trying to extend Eugenio Suarez. But Mariners another good fit for Alonso. I see the Padres too. Giants as well. Yeah, National League West. Yep. But gang, we got the sweep, baby. I'm gonna go upstairs and make dinner now. I don't even know what the request is for dinner now. I'm gonna go upstairs and say, Daddy, can you make this? Can you make that? I might wind up making 3 different things. So no, the Yankees don't need Naylor. They have Ben Rice. I'm not bringing a Naylor to Blackman Rice. Not for Josh Naylor. Hell no. Yeah, and Alonso. I mean, like, Peace Anthony too. Like, I think Judge is once Stanton moves on or retires or whatever. I think Judge is going to take the DH spot. Get that Roadhouse food. You can be a boy. But have a great day, everybody. Jonathan, peace and love to all. If any other news comes out, you'll get it here. The Yankees sweep. Let's go enjoy it. Let's go. Peace. See you next time.